Howdy crew, gonna be going over welding machine brands for the welding rig. Let's get to it. For the brand of welding machine, it's either going to be Miller or Lincoln, and I'm going with Miller. I know there's a huge rivalry. You might as well go Chevy versus Ford versus Ram, any of that stuff. My main reason that I'm going with Miller without even really looking at Lincoln at all is because I've had bad experiences with Lincoln in the past. I'm not saying they're a cruddy company. I'm not saying they have all bad machines. It's just my luck with using their machines hasn't been so good. The best machines that I've used of theirs are ancient, the old Lincoln welding machines. New Lincoln Electric ones just have not been up to par, in my opinion. One job site I was at, it was only several weeks, but the machines were being used a decent amount, being used properly at their duty cycle. Nothing was being overloaded, but they were being used pretty much around the clock for several weeks. And over several weeks, 12 machines were brought in straight from the factory, 9 of which could not be repaired on site by the Lincoln rep. He had to take all the machines back, pretty much, at least 9 of them, back to the factory to be fixed. So within 2 weeks of pretty good use, I wouldn't say they're abused. I was there and I never saw machines being overloaded, duty cycles being hit where they had to cool off. Again, brand new machines, right off the factory line. The Lincoln rep was right there in case there was any issues. And 9 of them had to go back out of a dozen. So I was not impressed whatsoever with that. And it was a big event. So you'd think they'd want the good machines there and not send cruddy ones. And this was something that there was a lot of time deadlines to where things had to be met. And we were scrambling. The welders were scrambling. If there's only one of us, it made it even worse because we had to try and figure out how to add amperage to things because they're the machines, the big ones that we needed going weren't working. So we had to really come up with some interesting ways to get things working right. It was not fun for that part. The rest of the event, the job was great. I had a real blast on that job, but just the Lincoln machines, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to own one. My personal machine that I have in the backyard at Aesop Rebel, there's no way I was going to get a Lincoln. And same thing is going to be with the welding rig. I'm going to go with the Miller. I'm looking at the Bobcat and going through all the specs. And I would like the little button critter, the little easy start, I believe they call it, because I've been on job sites where you have to go turn the machine on. You got to crawl into your little spot that you got to go weld, and it takes forever to get in there, and you're running gas. Thinking about money, I don't want to do that. I want the little remote start to where it's going to be nice and easy. So I know that adds an extra cost, but looking at the Bobcat, we'll also look at bigger machines, but right now I'm looking at the Bobcat, going to price that out. So far, the price-wise, it's not too bad. I went down to MPB and got a pricing on it. So I'm going to measure all that out and see how that goes. So there'll be more updates very soon.